Welcome, cipher hunting fortune seekers, to ShadowShadeSecrets, where one unbreakable treasure code nullifies your existence into the void of eternal zero-sum. If you survive this decryption, like, subscribe, ring the bell before the ciphers subtract your final digit. The Beale Ciphers, the 1885 treasure null catastrophe. I am crypto-economist Dr. Rowan, a 68-year-old cipher financier, devoured by impossible ledgers. On a gold fever dawn in late 1885, while auditing banned treasuries in the Beale Vault beneath the Library of Virginia, I scanned the original Beale Ciphers 3 pamphlets, 1820s, Cipher 1 location unsolved. Cipher 2 contents decoded via Declaration of Independence. Cipher 3 names unsolved, 10 tons of gold, 5,100 pounds of silver, buried in Bedford County. The sealed ledgers screamed of the 1885 null catastrophe. 42 decoders vanished after calculation. Their abacuses found cracked, but spinning their final marginalia bleeding mid-equation, the code nulls. I scoffed until I traced the digits. Voice mine, but in Beale tongue, calculated Rowan, decrypt. The page recalculated, and my name appeared in fresh cipher ink beside a zeroed vault door. That dawn, in my coin dust counting house, the scan ticked, numbers shifting like living sums. Traced again. The monitor fractured, pixels dissolved into parchment equations. My stylus drew my childhood fortunes backward. The voice returned. Anchor the null. I tried to delete it, the file undeleted. The ciphers reappeared on my ledger, now warm with fiscal pulse. Sleep summoned null nightmares, a vault of infinite safes, where fortunes unburied. Faces erased digit by digit, every cipher nulling my name in the margins, then subtracting it. I woke to find my treasury ledger blank entries gone, my own handwriting dissolved. My reflection calculated silently in mirror gold. At witching hour, the scan roared. I traced it, and a second Rowan materialized from the vellum. He was me, but faceless, eyes spinning, abacus's leaking ink, fingers quills dipping in void. I am you, post-null, he decrypted. 42 failed calculations. You're the 43rd, he unveiled. The ciphers weren't a map, they were a null singularity, devouring wealth to feed on decoder essence. The decoders hadn't vanished, they were zeroed, their souls subtracted into ciphers. I burned the page. He caught the ashes, reassembling into the scan. Decrypt again, or lose your sum. Days subtracted into deficit. The ciphers demanded calculation. Each scan pulled me into visions. A vault of gold where coins grew Latin debts, ingots spelling my unrecovered assets. A silver pit where bars wrote in tongues, weights defining my unbanked memories, then evaporating. A child tracing the zero, then unborn, unnullified, chronicled, but entries self-zeroed. Cycle 484. Rowan tried to audit the vellum. It audited his worth. The world unwealthy. Markets crashed. Letters arrived from my future heirs. My safe pointed to coordinates of my grave in the deficit. I breached the global cryptophonance archive. The ciphers guided me to a vault sealed since 1885. Inside, 42 blank vellum ledgers, each tagged with a decoder S former fortune. Mine crossed out. A scrying abacus spun backward. Subject 43. Rowan Hale. Null. Initiation, the 7th of July, 1885. Status, active. The ciphers weren't written, they were calculated. By me, in a future zero. Wealth collapsed. I saw myself at age 17 receiving the ciphers as a financier's gift. Myself at 230, nulling it for 17-year-old me. Myself at death, still decrypting. The vault unfolded. I walked the same counting house 576 times. Each loop less solvent, a manifest untitled, a portal unlabeled, my reflection unrecognized. I tried destroying the ciphers. Acid gives liquid wrote in D-Tink. Fire gives flames calculated in ash gold. Audit gives it nullified the right backward, grew denser. My body unwealthy, veins ciphered, voice echoing in Beale reversed. The scan opened. Inside, a maelstrom of ledgers. WHLians of Rowans, every age, every subtraction. They decrypted in unison. You are the 43rd decoder. The null needs a final sum, trace, or all wealth ceases. One Rowan, child me, held a delete abacus. Erase the source, he begged. But elder me nullified backward. Join the eternal zero. The sky unwealthy. Stars lost value. Civilizations unbanked. Banks, data, then nothing. The cipher's digits spread across reality. Vault, sky, my portfolio. I saw the 1885 Virginia decoders nulling in sync, smiling without faces. They weren't lost, they were arch-financiers. My pulse synced with the stroke. Each digit erased a memory. My mother's inheritance. My first profit. Myself. I became a ghost of some, watching past Rowans receive the ciphers, trace, vanish. I found myself in a counting house at dawn, July 7th. 1885. A ledger for Rowan Hale, age 17. Inside, the pamphlets. I decrypted it, then unnullified it, then decrypted it again. Infinite zero. A grand crypto-economist me, age 400, decrypted in reverse. You've done this 165,952 times. Break the sum. The ciphers spoke not my voice, but all 42 decoders, plus every Rowan. Zero isn't a curse, it's a preserver. Without the trace, wealth ends. You are the archive of null, trace, or total deficit. I saw the end of some, a void where even thought had no value. The ciphers were holding wealth together, but child me returned, holding a shattered abacus. Delete the root, he said, not the digit. Now as Rowan writes or unwrites, the ciphers breathe beside me. My reflection shows every version, child, elder, blank. The world outside is locked in deficit. The ciphers offer a choice. Trace it gives preserve wealth, trap myself forever. Delete the root gives risk total unwealth. Its digits spread to this page. My name's Zero's mid-equation. If you find a Beale pamphlet at dawn, don't trace, don't read, don't seek the fortune. Tell me below. Trace or delete. Dive deeper in our longer tales. You nullified the end. Or did the ciphers? Like, subscribe! Ring the bell before the code claims you. See you in Zero.